Dear friends, when mentioning Ghana, perhaps not many people know about this country. If anything, you have only heard somewhere about the Ghana football team, famous with the nickname Black Star, or names like player Michael Essien, and former United Nations Secretary-General Kofi Annan. However, Ghana is a place that hides countless unique and strange things, making anyone curious. This is a country where funerals are organized elaborately, even beyond weddings. Ghana is the father of the world-famous Coffin Dance. There are cases where the deceased have to wait a whole year to be buried, and the family even hires outsiders to cry for hire to increase the solemnity. Besides, Ghana is also a place where you can admire the richest tribe on the planet with a strong passion for gold, to the point that even the slippers must be plated with sparkling gold, making people imagine the luxury just by looking at the gold. But it doesn't stop there. Ghana also causes controversy with its confusing, even outrageous customs, such as the practice of virgin sacrifice, an extremely absurd and backward custom. What else is more unique or surprising? Let's explore with Travel Explore the World through the video, 7 Strange Facts Only in Ghana, to learn more about this colorful land. Did you know that Ghana, officially the Republic of Ghana, a country in West Africa with Accra as its capital, has held some of the most expensive and elaborate funerals in history? On average, a funeral here costs between $15,000 and $20,000. This figure even exceeds the cost of an average wedding in our country. So why does a funeral cost so much? Let's explore the unique reasons behind it. First of all, we have to mention the Coffin Dance, which took Vietnamese social media by storm in 2020, when the COVID-19 pandemic broke out. The image of young men dressed in black, wearing sunglasses, carrying coffins and dancing to the electronic music Astronomia has become a global phenomenon, attracting more than 400 million views. But few people know that the origin of this dance comes from Ghana, a wealthy West African country, which is more prominent than many neighboring countries thanks to its gold mining industry. Ghana is currently in the top 10 producers of precious metals in the world. So why did a funeral, which should be sad, turn into a festival of dancing? According to Ghanaian beliefs, the soul of the deceased remains close to the family and protects their loved ones. The coffin dance is considered a way to comfort the soul, helping them to move on to the other world with peace of mind. Therefore, despite economic difficulties, many families are still willing to spend about $400 to hire a professional dance team and coffin bearers. This dance is so famous that the Peruvian police once imitated it to encourage people to stay home to avoid the epidemic. Not stopping there, Ghana also has a unique, hired mourner, service. Prices vary depending on the level of expression, from standing and crying gently, crying while walking around the house, to crying until vomiting, crying until the eyes are swollen, or even rolling on the ground screaming miserably. The more professional, touching and authentic the mourner cries, the more money the hired mourner can help the family receive from the community. For Ghanaians, crying is not only an expression of sadness but also symbolizes the social status of the deceased, showing the love and respect of the family and the community. However, not everyone easily sheds tears when a loved one passes away, so they are willing to pay professional, funeral actors to express their grief. Not stopping there, Ghana also has a unique, hired mourner, service. Prices vary depending on the level of expression, from standing and crying gently, crying while walking around the house, to crying until vomiting, crying until the eyes are swollen, or even rolling on the ground screaming miserably. The more professional, touching and authentic the mourner cries, the more money the hired mourner can help the family receive from the community. For Ghanaians, crying is not only an expression of sadness but also symbolizes the social status of the deceased, showing the love and respect of the family and the community. However, not everyone easily sheds tears when a loved one passes away, so they are willing to pay professional, funeral actors to express their grief. Continuing the wonders of Ghana, you will admire the richest, gold-plated tribe on the planet, the Ashani tribe of the Akan people. With a population of about 3 million people, they live mainly in southern Ghana and organize their community like a miniature nation. The identifying feature of this tribe is so easy. Just see someone wearing gold dangling from head to toe, weighing up to several kilograms, you will know right away. The people of Dubai are so rich, but sometimes they are far behind the playing with gold of the Ashani people. For them, gold is not only jewelry, but also shows status, class, power, and is the soul of the tribe, and at the same time is a tool to communicate with neighboring tribes. Therefore, the Ashanti people compete to cast gold to wear. To this day, they still maintain the monarchy, and every 10 years, a grand festival is held. On this occasion, the king of the tribe will wear gold all over his body, to the point that his two heavy arms have to be supported by his entourage. Where does the Ashanti people get their wealth? They inherited their huge fortune from their ancestors and live in the famous land of gold in Ghana, which once had the largest gold mines in the country. In ancient times, gold dust was used as currency, and even to gild the bodies of tribal dignitaries during burials. What's more interesting is that the Ashanti follow a matriarchal system. Women are the heads of the family. However, Ashanti men are allowed to marry many wives, even chiefs can marry up to 80. Meanwhile, women often have to marry according to their parents' arrangements, sometimes only meeting their husbands on the wedding day. Despite polygamy, divorce is almost non-existent here. If a conflict arises, both families will try to reconcile, because the Ashanti believe that divorce is an insult to the spirit world, and displeases the gods. More humorously, they also use the amount of gold on the other person's body to assess whether they are a good candidate for marriage or business. A lot of gold means high reliability, but a lot of gold does not necessarily mean happiness. The Ashanti people often lack food, even starve, because they mainly trade gold and goods internally, and rarely trade with the outside world. They have a handful of gold but an empty refrigerator. If they can exchange food for gold, they are willing to dump the whole treasure into your house as a dowry, which will last until their great-grandchildren. However, not all Ghanaian customs are worth being proud of. One shocking practice is offering virgins, also known as trakosi, meaning sacrificial slaves. Accordingly, families who commit crimes such as theft or manslaughter must offer a virgin girl in the house to serve the chief or priest. People believe that only in this way can their sins be washed away, avoiding the curse from the gods. Girls are often donated from the age of 2. When they have their first menstruation, they officially become trakosi through a recognition ceremony. After that, the priest has full authority to use them at any time. When a trakosi dies, the family must arrange for their own burial, and in many cases, they must offer another virgin girl to replace them. This practice exists in at least 12 temples in Ghana, and dozens of temples in Togo and Benin, with a total of about 10,000 victims. Some women are now the 5th generation of trakosi, silently suffering to pay for mistakes that are not theirs. They dare not escape, because if they are caught, they will be beaten horribly. Truly, this is hell on earth for the girls. Ghana struggles with a tsunami of used clothes. On a day in early 2024, Ni Arma and his 30-man fishing crew did not go fishing as usual, but instead caught something else: used clothes. These items washed up on the shore of Krolguno Beach in the capital Accra, swept by the waves from the nearby Kantomanto market, known as the world's largest second-hand clothing market, covering 7 hectares. This is a paradise for second-hand lovers, where millions of charity, recycled or old inventory products from all over the world pour in. According to data from the Observatory of Economic Complexity, Ghana became the world's largest importer of used clothes in 2021, with a value of up to $214 million United States dollars. The goods mainly came from China, the UK, and Canada, including used clothes, shoes, and handbags. Here, you will see strong women walking dozens of kilometers, carrying loads weighing more than 67 kilograms on their heads to transport to each stall. Kantomanto Market is the workplace of about 30,000 workers, from vendors, tailors, repairmen to transport staff. Every week, about 6 million products of fairly good quality are sold to the market, but worryingly, 40% of them are classified as waste. The capital Accra has to spend about 500,000 United States dollars per year to collect and treat waste from Kantomanto Market, but only processes 70%. The rest is either burned in the open, causing air pollution, or washed out to sea, threatening the ecosystem. Sea turtles cannot swim to shore, fish are dying, and fishermen like Ni Arma have almost no fish left to catch. From 2010 to 2020, the city's 10 legal landfills were overloaded and forced to close. The tsunami of used clothes is not only an economic problem, but also an environmental disaster. If you watch this video, please comment, protect the environment, to call on everyone to reduce littering. NHNG Genakong CH Koko Chai NB Chu NOC Du GDPN M 2022 CHT 85 96 TUSD Gena L Ila Mi Ang MIBOB and H Tai Nguyen Thin Min Fong Fu TNC Na Ang TH Hai Shou 5 VT RL Ang Bang THTTH GIV Kim CNG Ang THISHUDUM Chu Ang St Vamangan Chu Hiam CHCN Nin MT Konsong Gena BN Ko THTHY Cat Bang LP Lan Duki Thak HN 500 NM Kak Chuan Jasi Tin T RL Ang Bang NIA Ki Thak Them 700 NM Ina Chin S Jiao Ko Na Kayan Gena T Arthenthusia Biao Na N Halan TTHK 15 and THK 20 T RC Kai John C LP Vow in M 1957 T Arthan Chu Si Jasho Phi U Tien Tho K HIHTHC Dan Dane Du Tich LCH SVN Hi NHUTHO Akra MINM Thou Gay 6/3 Gay CLP Chu Ang T R Ang Goi Sao NRC RVIL Du Hen Trang T R Ang GNO La Kong Vien LNGM Vai T Ang I Quam Inkrima V T Ang TH Ang UTNC Agena CLP CP CMTHCH L Ang LY 32 Lao I Va Phao I Ven by NCNG Lamin CH Ang Cho Kwa KH Guan Ban No L Zion I Te DNG Goi Ra Thin Nin Ui Gena VIR Ang Nai TIR Ang LN Lanasia Kak Loi Lin TR Ang NHKH Verbatsan KH Cho Kun Na UNBT Chu Hiam Kak and UCHMIM Tai Nien Sia Gena Tran Thang 10 Toi S Cho 8 IM MT Con SX Ang VIS Jiao Kova D Ang Sia TNC Nay BNNT Ang NHTVII Yugi Gena HY Chia SINGH Sia B Annan